Hi, welcome to Bidanya's World, and today we're going to talk about something exciting that I love talking about and I do absolutely every day, and it's juicing. A lot of you guys have been asking me questions regarding my juicing because you get confused. You think either it's smoothies or it's something totally out of this world, but it's very easy, very simple, and very, very good for your health. Tune in. So before you start juicing, and I think I mentioned this earlier on, but I'm going to repeat it again. When we're talking about juicing, you need a juicer. You do not, you can juice using a blender, but the one thing that makes it more simpler, it's a juicer. And I have a sample of a juicer here. This is Nama J2. It's one of the best juicers in the world. They're not sponsoring me, but because I've gone through so many juicers, so I know the benefits and how effective this particular juicer is. And I'll tell you why it is. But you definitely need a juicer. So when you're going to the supermarket or you're going to, let's say, Hot Point or anywhere they buy appliances, ask for a juicer. Yes, you can juice using a blender, but with the blender, you'll have to, again, go through the process of sieving it. So that's why you really need a juicer in order to start juicing. And this is really an investment, and I keep on telling my people, especially you guys who come and ask me what kind of juice I should be buying, is you can start with the basics so you can get into the habit, then later on you can upgrade. I started with a basic juicer. I think I bought it for about 5,000 or 4,000. That was around 10 years ago. So of course you won't get a juicer of that price anymore. But I started with the basic until I got into the habit of juicing. And then every time I kept on experimenting with new juicers, and I came upon this one and I love it. I've been using this juicer for about a year now. The lifespan of the juicers is about 2 years. So I'm just praying and sweet talking it every day. It doesn't go kaput on me, but it's amazing. So that's really what you need, a juicer. And why it's important to get a very good juicer, because at the end of the day, you don't want a juicer that's taking a lot of energy. So you buy a juicer that is called for slow juicing, and whereby it uses less heat and less energy, because again, too much heat on fruits and vegetables really kills the vitamins. So you need a slow juicer, and this is an example of a slow juicer. All right. So getting into juicing, it's really, really exciting, and there's certain basic you can start with, especially if you're not into juicing. I keep on saying you need to juice both vegetables and fruits to get the nutritious benefits. So a good example is you can start with a carrot and an apple and ginger, basically those three recipes. Then later on you can add an orange, later on you can add a watermelon, a beetroot. So the good thing about juicing, it's really in regards to your taste profile, whatever you want. Other people prefer juicing greens totally. So they're doing the celery, they're doing the spinach, they're doing the cucumber. But my problem with green juicing is most of the vegetables have pesticides and you can't really peel off. Like if you're juicing kale, it's hard, and even celery, very, very good for your body. But I don't seem to be getting organic celeries. At times I do, then later on the supplier changes. So I stick to vegetables that I can peel off, and vegetables where I'm not going to see the doo-doos. I told you last time, I just don't like insects in my doo-doos. That's something that icks me out. So I tend to go like for beetroots, cucumbers, things that I can peel off. All right. Okay, so already in terms of my bowl of veggies and fruits, I do have ginger. Ginger is amazing for you because it's anti-inflammatory, it's antiviral, it's anti-fungi. So this is definitely a must have in terms of a juicer. And then it just gives a lovely kick when you're having your juice. And then I have carrots. You don't have to peel carrots if they're organic. And these are organic carrots. I actually bought them in Carrefour. Sorry, Carrefour is not sponsoring, but Carrefour, if you want to sponsor me, I'm available. Anyway, but this is organics. I didn't need to peel them, but I told someone to peel for me. But anyway, so you don't really need to peel them, but you can wash them. And the thing with washing fruits and vegetables, all you have to do is dip them in vinegar and baking soda for about 5 minutes, and then you're okay. All right, and then I do have oranges. Oranges are amazing for your juicing because, again, it adds a bit of sweetness, a bit of sourness. So even the taste profile is amazing when it comes to juicing. And carrots, you know my love for carrots. Carrots, rich in vitamin A, amazing for youthful, glowing, beautiful, acne-free skin. And that's why I really love carrots when it comes to my juicing. All right, and then the other ones which I do love adding is watermelon. And the reason why watermelon is also amazing because it's hydrating, and then it also just makes the consumption of the juice easy and more palatable. And again, this is anti-cancer, hydrating. It's amazing how watermelon is available here in Kenya throughout the year, so you don't have any excuse not to use watermelon. And also it has many, like I said, anti-cancer benefits and hydrating. And then of course we have beetroot. Beetroot, if you didn't know, is amazing, especially if you have high blood pressure, amazing for your gut, amazing for your liver. And so this is something you can incorporate. And it also gives a sweet taste to it, you know, and it's a vegetable, but amazing for your liver and body. Great, so I'm gonna peel the, I'm gonna peel the beetroot. Of course, I don't know, I see some people juicing with the skin, but again, it's just gonna give it a crazy earthy taste and you might not enjoy your juice. So I normally just peel it off. And I do have my fancy gloves for hygiene and because I didn't make my nails, so that's the other reason, but I think it looks a bit cute with the gloves and it matches my outfit, so there you go. So peeling the beetroot. This knife is not sharp enough, so I guess it's a good thing, but I prefer sharper knives, but this will work. All right, so beetroot, like I said, amazing, amazing. So this is something also you can incorporate. At times you can just do beetroot juice by itself, like 4 beets. Take it first thing in the morning, and great for, especially if you're constipated, it's also very good for you, especially you guys, men. I know you don't want to hear this, but take this so you can go for number 2 often, which is healthy. So you can do that. And then I'll just put that on this side. And then the watermelon, I'm just going to use half of it. This just gives an amazing, amazing taste profile when it comes to juicing. So that is something that you can add. And with the watermelon, of course, juice the seeds. That's the only fruit you should be juicing with seeds. And of course, oranges. But when it comes to the apple, remove the seeds. Kiwi fruit, you can juice with the seeds. But watermelon, don't bother removing the seeds because that is okay. And the seeds are actually very good for your health. I feel like there's something on my hair, but maybe not. All right, so again, just remove that, how it looks like. I'll put it on the side. Chop it into pieces. And after that, we're ready for juicing. And guys, you know the benefits of oranges, especially during this cold flu season. They're high in vitamin C for your immunity. And that's why I also incorporate them every time. And I remember about 3 or 4 weeks before I traveled to Barcelona to watch F1, and that is a podcast we must do. I hadn't juiced and I got a flu because there was a flu going around in the office. And during that week, I did not juice and I caught the flu. So I really believe this is amazing, amazing for your immunity, especially during this time. Okay, and then we're ready to juice. So with juicing, please take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach because it needs to go straight into your bloodstream. And why juicing is very effective, and there are many stories of people who juiced and they were able to heal their diseases, namely cancer, high blood pressure, fibroids, acne. So you need to take it first thing in the morning because it's like medicine. It goes straight into your system without having to go through the process of digestion, because digestion at times takes a lot of work with your body. And if you're not healthy, if your digestive system is not at its highest level, it will be very hard for you to ingest the nutrients. And that's why you have to take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach because it goes straight into your bloodstream where it's going to be working. And so juicing gives you a high concentration of both vitamins, nutrients, minerals, enzymes, phytonutrients, antivirals, antibacterial, antifungi, all that in a high concentration. But while you're doing smoothies, honestly, if you did a smoothie of all this, you won't be able to finish it within 1 sitting or 2 sittings. So I'm able to consume a high concentration of carrots in one go. Think about that going into your system. It's really medicine at its core. And that's why juicing is amazing. And I've done it for over 14 years. And everyone tells me, I don't seem to be aging. Number one, thank you. My skin is flawless. Thank you. Juicing. No acne, rarely. If I get one zit, it's because of the monthlies, which you don't need to talk about, but it's very rare. But I'm able really to maintain that. Guys think again, juicing that has too much sugar, you're gonna gain weight. Have I gained weight? And I juice absolutely every day? I don't think so. Anyway, let me move on. Okay, so juicing, let's start it. So what you need to do with juicing, especially when you're juicing, you first start with a softer produce. And the softer produce here is the watermelon. So I just put that in. And the good thing about this juice, you just put everything inside and then it starts. Then you put in the orange. This you can chop it into half or you can put it whole, it's okay. So we have 2 oranges here. We have a quarter watermelon. And then the beetroot. That's 1 huge beetroot. And then what happens is we turn it on. Yes. Then you just turn it on and voila. So what happens with the juicer, why I love it, all I have to do is now keep on just throwing like the carrots inside and it continues doing its job. I mean, this is just amazing. And the good thing about this juicer also is not noisy. I have one of my followers who told me that the juicer makes noise. You think like there's a machine and there's a fight in the house. So this is very quiet and just soothing. And that's how it is. And then you open the knob for the juice to come in. So I will stop the juicer again just to explain. So you see with the juicer, you have separation of, we call this the pulp. The pulp coming from the fruits and vegetables into this other side where you get the pure juice. While a blender mixes everything else together and then you have to sieve it to get the juice. So this one separates it and you get a pulp. And good juicers have limited pulp. If your juice is not a slow juicer, it's doing a lot of work, you see a lot of pulp and you call it wastage. So this one is very, very little pulp coming up on this side. So I will continue. Carrots. This is about 7 carrots, guys. I always say put about 5 to 7 carrots for the benefits. And I mean, this is just so simple. The ginger here is quite a lot, so I'll use 5 fingers and leave the rest because we don't want to start clearing our throats. Ginger, amazing. Anti-cancer, I spoke about it. It's just amazing for you and also great for gut health. So when it comes to juicing, so we have different juicing recipes for the skin, for the gut, for the liver, for the kidney, for energy. So that's a good thing about the juicing recipes. So again, this one takes me roughly 5 minutes every day, honestly. I think the difficult part is peeling off the fruits and especially the ginger. If the ginger is organic, then you don't have to clean it, just wash it very clean and then juice it. But if it's not organic, then you have to peel and wash it very well. But basically that's how it is. Super simple, exciting. I know it's exciting for me. And so it doesn't take long and it's slow, you know. So what it's doing, just crushing the juice, the fruits and vegetables. And then I release that for juicing. So here we can easily have about 700 ml of juice. And guys, by the way, I've just noticed one thing. This is supposed to be on the other side, but it's okay. So this should be on the other side, but it's okay. Let's just give it a boom bum kind of feel. But this should be at least 800 ml and easily 1 liter of juice. And it's almost done. And the good thing about juicing, you can actually juice about 1.5 liters and then store it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 days. And at times that's what I do, because it can get very hectic in the morning trying to juice, and you have meetings, you're rushing, you're late. So I tend to juice for 2 to 3 days, store it in a container in the fridge where it's super, super cold, and then you can drink it the next day and it still tastes amazing. Just make sure it's not out for a long time, because oxidation, oxidation affects the benefits of the juicer, the minerals and the vitamins. So yes, and voila, that's it. So again, the other question, and I have many people who don't like juicing, or they're against my juice, and they keep on saying, oh, it's such a waste with all this, what you going to do with this? But there's a lot you can do with the pulp. You can make soups out of this. You can make biscuits. You know, I've seen beetroot cocoa chips. You can actually even eat it by itself if you want. I mean, you can actually eat it. It's still fiber, but eat it after the juicing. It's still fine, but the ginger gives you a knockout, but you can still eat it. What other people do it is they also freeze it. Sorry, bad manners. Like ice cubes, they stick it in the fridge and then later on they put it in their water. So there's so much you can do this. Others give it to their pets, you know, to have healthy pets who will have great fiber to go and do number 2, like you guys who need to go do number 2. So the fiber in this is also very good. But remember, you also have insoluble fiber in the juicing. And it's the insoluble fiber in the juicing that actually goes into the walls of the colon and cleans it out. And that's why juicing is so effective, especially on an empty stomach. It's able to go in and clean the junk out of your colon. And that's why it's super, super important. Some people do juicing fast if you want. But basically, that's why juicing. So both of them are good. You can still do your smoothies on the side. I'm not saying not to do smoothies, but this amazing, honestly, if you're looking at healing, if you're looking at prevention, if you're looking at longevity, if you have an issue with your body and you're trying to heal, definitely juicing is the way to go, not smoothies. It's juicing. And I don't know where my glasses are, but I didn't bring them out. Oh, I have. Let me go get the glass. I'll get a wine glass. Or should I get a champagne glass? I'll get a champagne glass. Why not? So, of course, like I said, this should have been the one with the handle, but we can do this. We're creative, aren't we? So basically, cheers to good health, good life, good juicing, and my beautiful addiction. And yeah, should I talk more? I know you guys want to taste it. Look at him. He's like, now I want to taste this one. The other one had asparagus, but now I want to taste this one. It's so nice. It's so tasty and refreshing. Great. This is called the Pick Me Up. And why I call it the Pick Me Up, because it has beetroot for energy. Also, it's very good in terms of also bringing oxygen into your body. Then it has the orange for vitamin C. It has carrots, vitamin A. It has ginger, the Pick Me Up. So honestly, on a day whereby you're feeling tired, moody, exhausted, this is something you should have first thing in the morning, and it actually makes a difference. You just feel the vibe. Remember, juicing is life. So you can actually feel it hitting your cells. Let me give you mate kwena na meza mate. Let me make sure it's enough for everyone. Sorry. The key major ingredients is actually everything. But what really picks you up is both the watermelon and the beetroot. That's the one that gives you, but actually I've given you a lot. I need to give you guys less. Oh, you're, but you need to. Make sure, take care. Emily, of course, Emily, you have to take some. Yes, you can keep on asking. It gives you that kick. And think about having this in the morning. Oh, this is one of my favorite juicing. Like I said, when I'm feeling lethargic, because again, I'm a gymaholic. Yeah, so when you're feeling lethargic, you're tired, your muscles are aching, you can actually take this as a post-workout and a pre-workout. It actually gives you the energy. And we know people who consume watermelon and beetroot for the pick-me-up. Yes, it has a kick because of ginger. I've just had one of you guys do but it's amazing for your gut. You can sip it, and usually I take it when I'm getting ready. So I have like my 600 ml, 700 ml, I put in a big bottle. And as I'm getting ready, I'm just sipping, but I make sure I finish it within 15 to 20 minutes, unless you're covering it as you sip. But the other thing, like I did during our meeting on Saturday, I put it in a bottle. So during my meeting, I would sip and then close sip. But you should not keep it for 1 hour while it's being oxidated and with the light. You need to consume it immediately, so it's more effective. I do not add anything in this juicing because you don't need to. Already you have the fruits. I can see someone dancing because of the ginger on me, but it's fine. You can, you shouldn't add anything because fruits already has sugar and some vegetables also, so you don't need that. Some people might think it's too sweet, so you add watermelon to it. You can reduce also the ginger. I just love ginger, so you can also reduce the ginger. Someone is really looking at it. Are you okay? Yeah, life is coming into you. So you can even add some ice cubes. Ice cubes also you can add into it. And so at times I do add some ice cream, but you don't need to add anything. Other things you can add is either spirulina, which at times I do. Spirulina is a superfood. You can even add in turmeric. You can add in wheatgrass. So there are other potent superfoods you can add into your juicing. A spoonful and a half, it can also be added. That's the good thing about it. For some people it can, because it limits your cravings for sweet things. Like for example, if you take this in the morning, you will not be craving cakes and biscuits during the day, because already your craving has been started. And that I've seen happen to me. And also most of the people have started juicing. They tell me, B, when I started juicing, I don't crave for sweet things anymore, because already you have this sweetness natural from the fruit and the vegetable itself. So it can help you in terms of losing weight. Some people decide to just have juicing as from 9 to 12, and then they have the other 2 meals. So if you want it as a weight loss, yes, there's some other recipes you can do for weight loss that I've shared also on my Instagram, which are basically lots of green juices. There's lemon, there's cucumber, there's pineapple. So we have weight loss green juices that you can consume. I buy my fruits from mostly Carrefour because they do have some organic produce. Before, I also used to get some fruits that would deliver at my place because they're organic. But right now, I just try to see if I can't get organic, then I peel them. But you can get them in the supermarkets and also in other grocery stores. I should. That's a good question. By the time harvest, the birds, the bees, the thingies that grow, yeah. But no, I haven't thought about it. The one thing I've thought about growing is aloe vera and herbs, but no fruits. Yes, you can, yes. It's more effective on an empty stomach. So if you haven't eaten for the last 3 hours or 4 hours, then it makes sense. But you can, at times I do take it also at 6 p.m. when I'm feeling I need something extra, or even my immunity is down. I can't take it, but make sure you don't take ginger too late in the night because it will keep you up. But definitely you can take it as a meal replacement because it's still healthy. Some people did, they started jumping on the fit. So it does have a kick, but it's sweet, it's refreshing. And the sweetness comes both from the watermelon, because I got a very ripe watermelon. The beetroot also has some sweetness, and also from the oranges. So it's sweet with a kick. And that's what I'm saying. If you want a kick, you need something sugary. Just like, for example, people who faint, or you've been running a lot and you're low on energy, they give you the glucose. So that's why this is actually very nice, because it's both natural and gives you that oomph. Always, it's best served chilled, yes. So at times I do add some ice cubes to make it more refreshing, but yes. I've made lots of followers because of juicing. I've actually got so many people who've inboxed me, told me that they started juicing and they can see the difference in their skin, in their energy. Others even I'd meet in the supermarket and they say, B, I saw you juicing, I had fibroids and it healed my fibroids. So I do get a lot of positivity. And others say, yeah, I'm following you because of your juicing. So yes, I've made plenty of friends through juicing. And then next time, I'd like to invite one or two just to tell me how they think about juicing, how they started, and the journey with juicing through B. So thank you so much for watching. There's more where this came from. Please don't forget to subscribe, to share, to watch, to comment. Also tell me what you want to hear from me, because I'm all for sharing. And, you know, I truly believe knowledge is power. You know, that is how we're going to heal ourselves. That's how we're going to live longer. And it's important to have this conversation. So thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching.